Hello, Collective. Welcome to the Power Tree. And me, my name's Amber. If this is your first time here. And if you're returning, welcome back. And as you saw in the title, this is a what you need to know Hocus Pocus reading for everybody. So it doesn't matter who you are, what your sign is. Could be a message here for you, but not necessarily. And it's going to be very telling. We're using the series deck for the main spread. So it will be very interesting to see what comes out here for the collective. Hocus Pocus. The only thing is something came through. Hold on, there's something on my glasses, of course. Now I see it. Didn't see it a minute ago, but I see it now. Uh, there's somebody might have, we might have like a non-believer in that kind of thing, dealing with somebody that used Hocus Pocus possibly to disrupt things, to gain attention perhaps, and now possibly trying to use it to reverse things. Because I don't think that stuff ever works out very well. Um, all right. And I, of course, as always, I will let you know what decks I'm using as we go. But other than that, I say we jump right into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everything is free. Commenting as well, whatever you would like. And here we go for the collective. It is April 15th today, 2026. So, that date specifically, I usually just say what month it is, but that date specifically might be relevant for somebody. Yeah, exactly. I'm not surprised to see this. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So we have fear here, obviously. Why is that saying that? Okay. Sorry. Fear. Terrified to get down. Now, this is a hocus pocus reading, so if somebody is mucking around with that shit. Okay. There's, like I said, they might be trying to reverse it now because there could be things going on that are making people afraid in their own home. Let's see what comes out. I feel like this is going to be interesting. Overall energy is coming from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. Yeah, talk. Overall energy, please, for what they need to know. Hocus Pocus reading. Here it is. The perfection of your life. See, I knew it. Now, for me, yeah, I'm like, see, I knew it because I just said, I feel like somebody used Hocus Pocus to disrupt things because they weren't getting attention. They didn't like the way things were going. And again, see, that's open. So, what do I mean by that? I don't know yet. It could be anything. But they just didn't like the way things were going, whether it's, in the family home, whether it's in their relationship, home, dynamic. I don't know why the dogs are barking. Um, Hold on one second. Okay, we're back. Um, anyway, things were not perfect. The perfection of your life. Things were not perfect in whoever is responsible for why things are the way they are now. They used hocus pocus to try and get things the way they wanted them, and now they're trying to reverse it. Supporting energy is the Healing Waters Oracle. Supporting energy, please. So, like for you guys, and what you need to know, um, you could be wondering if that could have gone on because of things feel weird, and maybe who you're dealing with in your household or your relationship, whatever it is weird now. It's off. It's different, and maybe you don't believe in that, but You find yourself here because you find yourself having to ask questions that you've never had to ask before. You find yourself seeing, hearing, and smelling things that you have never experienced before. Um, all kinds of things, nightmares, noises waking you up at night, perhaps, where, at some point you have to say, okay, I know I don't believe in this, but something's going on. I got to get some answers somewhere. What do we have? The water oracle, physical abilities, acting on visions, it's destined. Acting on visions, exactly. Somebody's actions cause this. I can't believe I have to, 1 second. Okay. Again, acting on visions. Somebody with psychic abilities. Psychic abilities, and I don't even know if I said the word right to start with. Psychic abilities, when they tried to take it to another level because they were just not happy with the way things were going. And it's destined. They might have felt that how they want things is destined, but it's not the way it works. And now I think what they're dealing with is destined, but or what you're dealing with. Let's see. Now, see, this is where we're going to use the tea leaf deck. So if you feel like this, you hit the right spot here, possibly might get some answers about what's going on. Um, Something specific might come out here for you. See, there's something weird going on because they don't do that, and the two that are doing it, they don't do that. Like unless I'm back there doing something, they don't act up like this. So I don't know. I think it's part of the energy, but it's very irritating for me. Okay, let's see what we get for the collective in there. What they need to know. Hocus Pocus reading. Whoop. All right, that jumped right out. Two of them did. We got bridge, successfully overcoming a problem, which I think is what's happening now. Sunrise, new creation, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Um, if the truth comes out on how this actually got to be the way it is, then this absolutely could happen because that's what happens needs to happen first. Successfully overcoming a problem. We know what the problem is. And with the sun coming up, sun's here. The sun is clarity, happiness. But first comes the clarity. First comes the figuring out who did what, why, finding out the truth, bridging the gap kind of thing, overcoming the problem. Then you can begin new creative beginnings and whatnot. Let's get one more for the collective. All right, so increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So what that means is in this particular reading is, like I said at the beginning, so rewind if you didn't hear me, I think that whoever would be here resonating with this is as of late recently, up until recently, a non-believer in that kind of thing, and now that's changed. So I think that you need to continue on and realize that that's a waste of time. because you need to increase your efforts to successfully overcome this problem in order to have a fresh start. And what do we have on the bottom? We have the wheel. Uh, Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Hmm. See, again, what I just said, like you need to increase. The reason that this is here is because lingering in that I don't believe in this shit kind of stuff, so you're not going to handle the problem properly. And that could just be even psychologically and emotionally words, but different way of saying them, or understanding that things are real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to resonate different for everybody, if at all. But I feel like I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I just feel like if you want to take and like increase your effort here, start by saying, okay, I believe in this. Obviously, it is wrong. I know this shit can happen. So now we got to get to the bottom of who, why, what, when, and where. All right. Hocus pocus. Here we go. And this will maybe help narrow it down for you about your person. You might probably don't have all the answers and maybe would wonder if your specific person, whoever that is, whether it's a kid or a sibling or, um, a lover, like, or a partner, um, would they be capable of that? So that's probably, being caught in the middle of not believing to begin with, but starting to wonder, and then, would my person even do that? Do they even know about that kind of stuff? That's what I feel is going on here. That's why it's a what you need to know hocus pocus reading. Under bridge, please. Successfully overcoming a problem. Okay. Let's see it. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. See, I automatically get the energy from this person of needing a lot of attention. Okay. So if life is with the Wheel of Fortune here, life is spun around in for whatever reason, and the attention has to go on somebody else or something else. This person's not having it. They like to have full communication going, like people, you know, even if they walk into a room and conversations going on, this person expects all conversation to stop because they're there. Everybody full attention on them. And you know, what's up? Can we, what do you need? Can we, whatever. And things weren't going that way. Under sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. New creative ideas is, like I say, this person coming up with this idea to get things the way they want them. Eight of Swords, Eight of Lightning in this deck. Lightning is scary. Like I say, you might be seeing things and then thinking that, oh, it's all in my head. I couldn't have saw that. Like, but it's getting out of hand now, where your imagination can't be working that much overtime. There's another one sticking out here. The Nine of Pentacles. So increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. You know, I feel like this is also partly what was motivating this Queen of Wands is because maybe, you aren't bringing in all the money that you were before because maybe you're focusing on helping somebody that's sick. Like maybe it's a sick family member. So maybe you're not at work right now or something. And it's affecting things financially for this person. Like it's all about this Queen of Wands. And that was part of the motivation for them to do this. Like I said, they don't like the way things were going. So whatever it is. So that's a scenario that's in my head right now is like you having to focus on another family member, way too much for this person's liking. They can't really say anything because of the situation. So I guess while you're gone busy doing something else, they're conjuring up something to change things so that they will go the way they want. And that could be open to just about anything. Uh, mhm. Four Pentacles here at the bottom. That's a stuck energy. That's a very stubborn energy. Hanging on to what they got. They want things to be the way they want them to be. Hmm. Okay. Silver Witchcraft is what we're getting the advice from for what you need to know. So again, your particular situation, the specifics are going to be a little different, but basically, and you might even not look at it as a hocus pocus thing. It might just be, you know, uh, just a very outlandish temper tantrum, so much so that it throws other people into emotional, um, like an emotional freeze zone where they just give the person what they want because they can't stand the fallout if they don't get what they want. Okay, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid, but the perfection of your life, psychic abilities, acting on visions, it's destined. Advice on that, please? Eight of Cups. So we know that Eight of Cups is emotionally peacing out, right? Physically leaving somebody behind. And for some of you, maybe that's what needs to happen. It's destined in this overall energy, acting on visions. So remember, that's not just one specific thing. Take those and that should vibe with you, however it is for your scenario. But it's funny how but for it's funny because it to bring me back to this card here. See how they're out in the forest, kind of in like a wooded area or a field with trees. They got a fire going, but they're down on their knees. But what the hell are they doing? You see, I feel like this Eight of Cups could be like maybe for some of you, this Queen of Wands, whoever they are in your life, um, wanted somebody out of the picture altogether. Yikes. Hmm. Which again, now you're getting into scary territory there, which brings you back to, like so for some of you, this might be an indication that you're a little afraid of your person now. Maybe you found something written down and you could tell it was some sort of a spell. And you can't really unsee that, can you? Queen of Wands under bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. And you see, that's what they were trying to do as well. But remember at the beginning, I said I feel like somebody used hocus pocus to make things the way they wanted, and then now is trying to use it to undo it. Temperance. It's all it's part of destiny. So it's the karma. It's the karma from doing things like that to begin with. It's fate because you needed to know this about this person anyway. Who would want to be with somebody like that and not be supportive? If it was the scenario where I said maybe you're not spending, you might not be at work as much. Maybe you're tending to an elderly family member or something, and you can't focus on this person all the time anymore. They're not center of attention. Take it how it applies. But I just feel like basically what they're saying is this is one of those scenarios where everything happens for a reason. Even things that brought you into a place where you now believe in something that you never believed in before. Everything happens for a reason. Eight of Swords under sunrise. Eight of Swords. Jump to the nine. Yeah, this person is so selfish that when they don't get their own way, it's an absolute nightmare. And I feel like they make life a nightmare. And like the sun needs to come. Look at this scenario. Feeling trapped, mentally trapped. And when you're mentally trapped, some people can actually physically trap themselves because they don't want to go outside. They don't want to be in public. They don't want to be around people. They don't, they can't make themselves get out and do what they need to do. Eight of Swords. And again, they're also saying that this is also saying that from the Eight of Swords, where this is in all you can think about now because it's affecting your sleep. It's affecting everything and everybody. Okay. If it's something dark, okay, a portal's been opened. Something's followed her home or she did it in the house, whatever it is. Animals are even affected. Okay. They see that shit before you do. And these are things that are going on that you just can't unsee anymore. You can't unexperience anymore. You have to do something about it. Where do you turn when you don't believe? Well, I don't know, Google it. I don't know, but hopefully you land on this reading because that's why it's here to help you. So the increase your efforts. Um, Ten of Cups just flipped over. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Nine of Pentacles, which is financially independent. Stingy and greedy. And the Ten of Cups just turned over. I'm going to grab another one. Grab one more. Give me one on this Four of Pentacles, please. Four Cups. Again, stubborn. No, I don't want that. Like, this is the kind of person, this Queen of Wands, that you could, if they don't get what they want, you could offer them everything under the sun here. No, they want what they want. That's it. I don't want that. I don't want this. They don't care about kindness. They don't care about, you spending a half an hour with them as opposed to all evening because you had to do something else. They don't care. And maybe you brought food home and said, look at, blah, blah, and they don't care. It's just nasty, spoiled energy. Hmm? The World card at the bottom. I feel like this person here, I don't know, I can't help but feel like this might be you as a child and the person that for those of you that might be resonating with caring for, your mom or your grandma. Like some people, they don't have their mom and their grandma is their mom. You know, like everybody's story is different. Everybody's family is different. And it's a situation that it's special to you. So if you don't have that special person in your life to support you in that, yeah, no, you've got one nasty ass person that is selfish enough to do hocus pocus spells, we'll say. And now you're really dealing with some serious shit. So all because you're just a sweet, say, little divine masculine there, that just wants to care for their mom or grandma or whoever it is because you're a good person. And because you're a good person and you're with a person that's not a good person, this is just it's almost pissing me off right now. The more I get, like, I'm getting into the energy is what it is, right? And it's and just you know common sense and trying to being decent. It's pissing me off. And I'm sure it might be pissing, other people watching this or listening to this, or if you were experiencing it or hearing about it, be like, yeah, piss me off too, and it probably will. But I more and more this Eight of Cups here at the beginning, I feel like that was the intention. Just make them go away. Can you imagine the nasty thing that would come forward, asking specifically, doing whatever they did, conjuring up whoever they did to make, like, well, all right. This deck here, to close this out, it's a, what do you call it? It's like why is the word left me? Crystals. So you got the crystal will come out for you with the meaning and message, and then an angel message on the back, which is nice, especially probably needed for an energy like this. All right, for the collective, please close this out safely and give them the message they need. Anybody that's really resonating with this, please give them the crystal and the message they need to take away. What did you get? You got, oh, nice. You got moonstone. There's a whole bunch of them. Are you in tune with the phases of the moon? Do you acknowledge your own cycles? Trust that your feminine side has much to offer. Go within to receive inspiration from the divine feminine. Your feelings and intuition speak the truth. Listen. See, they're closing out and they're just going to stay on you about believing in this shit because that's going to be your worst mistake. Okay, you want to give power to this shit, don't believe in it because that's just not smart. Okay, so and we know from this even that we're dealing with it. I feel like we're dealing with the divine masculine here, you who I'm speaking to, and it's telling you. See, your intuition. Everybody has both. Okay, no matter whether you're the biggest, toughest man, and then what doesn't matter. That caring side where you would see a puppy on the side of the road and be nurturing, that's your feminine side, okay? And me, like as a like I have to do all the things around here. So I have to be the masculine and the feminine too. So I get it. And I'm a feminine, but I have to be, I have to be the masculine sometimes and not be a girly girl in different ways. Sometimes dealing with people, sometimes just in the chores I have to do around here. So let's see what this says. Angel of the Divine Feminine. And that's what you need to tune into in order to listen to your intuition about taking this shit seriously. Okay? That's the purpose. I honor the phases of the moon. I am aligned with the natural cycles of my life. My feelings are valid. I receive and use my intuition, my intuitive insight, sorry. I trust my inner knowing and act on my feelings with confidence. It's awesome. So, again, if you're resonating with this and maybe hopefully you come upon this reading, I hope you hit the like button, subscribe. It's free. But I hope you look into this more and start delving into where you're going to get more information about what you're dealing with and what to do about it. So, if I didn't show you this, I'm going to show you see all the different moonstones. Sorry, if I didn't put this up, I was yipping. But I'm gonna leave this what you need to know hocus pocus at this point. Um, and I hope that you get this sorted out, and I hope that you are safe. So take care of yourself, guys, until I see you again for another one. Bye for now.